Hey there, toy collector friends and Doctor Who fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that's the time travelling toy collector, and this is just arrived. It's the Doctor Who. It's quite large, larger than I thought, so I'll have to be careful how I show it to you. It's the Doctor Who Dalek Saucer model from Master Replicas. It's the Dalek Warship. And this is hefty. Okay, it really is quite hefty. Just to give you a little bit of an immediate size comparison, here's our 15th Doctor figure from Character Options. Yes, they're not compatible in size, blah blah blah, but just to give you a sense of scale, this is where we are in terms of the box, if nothing else. But it's a lovely box. Again, it's Master Replicas have produced this. We've got upside down Doctor Who on the front. Lovely product shot in with the blue sort of vortex around. A bit of text on the side here for you. Dalek Saucer making its debut in Parting of the Ways with Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor. A little bit of history there. Then we have the Doctor Who logo. And here we have a bit more information and a product shot on the side, so you can see the top and bottom, and nothing really on the bottom because that's how the box holds together. Okay, I have already, in interest of disclosure, cut the tape so it's open, but I thought without too much further ado, we'd go straight to getting it out. Okay, and it's presented not super well, but it is at least protected. So we've got some polystyrene here, lovely, and then the ship itself, which is in this, I have to say, this really beautiful, it's cast in this really beautiful sort of bronze gold. Look at this, look at the detailing on that. This is the top of the saucer, as you'll probably be aware, and this is the reverse side of the saucer with an amazing array of sculpted in detail. Look at that. This has been something we've been waiting for quite a while. I'll zoom out a little bit. For quite a while from Master Replicas. For some reason it was delayed. I don't know why. But do you know what? I'm thinking it's worth the wait. It's actually, and talking of weight, it really is quite hefty. But I think it's beautiful. I think the design of that is really beautiful. I'm just going to pop it to one side for a second, only because we do, like with most Starship models, underneath this part of the polystyrene, we also get tucked away inside. Forgive me while I managed to make a big heap of mess with this. I'm just going to lift the box out, because no one cares that much about the box anymore. Let me see if I can put that on there for extra oomph. We also get this interesting gold / bronze, what would we call it? Well, stand, base stand. It has a felt underside for ease of to sort of support its lack of friction, and it has the trademark for and the BBC on the reverse, and so you would stand it pretty much like this, I would suggest. Now, those of you who've seen sort of the Eagle Moss stuff, you know what their support struts have been like for things. This is quite different. This is moulded to accommodate the underside dome. But you know, I interrupted us having a quick look at that sculpted in detail, which I think is just really great. I know it's a bit of a repetition across the piece, but you know, that's the saucer for you. The rim is nicely pulled out there. You can see the detailing there. Again, it repeats, so I'm not going to show you the entire outer circumference. And again, as we saw already, this is that upper shell of the Master Replicas Dalek's Warship. And here we are as it comes at you from a sort of lengthy view, a sort of vertical view. So the idea is that dome there rests neatly in there. to show it off. And I have to say, it certainly is a sturdy hold. Now, I'm going to also say it's a shame that that's there, that TM and BBC, the trademark thing, because if you're going to say anything, say, you know, Doctor Who or Dalek Saucer or something, because I think the intention is to have it displayed, although obviously have it displayed how you like, because there is clearance from a flat point of view. If that's where the base is, it doesn't touch whatever you're standing on if it's a flat surface. I think the intention is for it to be presented like this, and goodness knows it catches the light. I mean, I know you are seeing this really, really well, but it is beautiful. It is beautifully done, and it really does shine. But I can't help but think I kind of like it being presented this way, because then it does sort of show off, you know, if you adjust it slightly, it can show off that sort of part of that underside detailing as well, which I think we can't really, you lose all of that wonderful underside detailing the minute you're presenting it, you know, this way. Although, as mentioned, I'm pretty sure, just looking at the design, that that is the expected standard position from the front onwards. I know I've put it slightly at an angle just to give you an alternative look at it. But I'm really taken with it. I would say, just for those of you who previously collected sort of the Master Replicas Forerunners from Eagle Moss and Hero Collector, there's no magazine. So what you get in the box is what you're seeing now. There's no magazine. For me, it's not a huge loss. There's lots of coverage in other media about the Dalek Saucers. So if that's something you are a fan of or you're interested in, there's no reason why you wouldn't have picked up all the information you already want elsewhere. I do think, as I'm rotating it around now, it does look a little like there's some, shall we call it, I don't want to call it wear and tear, but it doesn't look consistently great around here. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Down here, there does seem to be a bit of damage or something that's not as good as the rest of the mold, and I'll keep going around a bit more. But again, it's a circle, so depending which way you want to present this, you could always just turn it so that that particular aspect isn't on display. See, there's another sense of it not being quite as consistent here. But you know what, you could always, people know what I'm going to say now, you could always treat that as battle damage. I mean, it's a Dalek Saucer. I'm pretty sure it's seen battle, and it's got damage as a result. Yeah, there's just one or two, again, a little bit here as well. You can probably just see it's not quite as perfect. But you know what? These are, I'm zoomed in quite tightly here, and it's so you are getting a real up close look at what this presents as. So it could well be other people will, and indeed I will not be so fussed about this from a presentation point of view. I don't think it's that obvious, unless you're really scrutinizing it like we're doing now, because it's fresh out of the box. So of course we're going to do that. For anyone wondering, because they are two domes, the dome sizes are very different. Okay, they're very different, and the reason I mention that is because you cannot display it securely. I mean, I will put it there temporarily so you can see it, and you can take in a bit of that detailing without me having to do too much. But I'll rotate it a little bit. But I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not comfortable doing that, because the top dome, is a lot smaller than this dome, so it doesn't hold as well as this way up. But this is okay for now, because I'm not going to knock it or anything, he says, tempting fate, too much, so you can get a decent look at some of that underside detailing, or at least I hope you can. But I will be gentle and careful with it as I move it around. But I'm really pleased with this. I was really excited, and it's come just as I've been seeing some online releases of images for some more of their TARDIS collection, because we were wondering what Master Replicas sort of police box, the external shell stuff, was coming next, and indeed what else is next. I'm still waiting for some console news, and it looks like we're getting so spoilers, if you don't want to know, skip forward 30 seconds, but it looks like we're getting a pink Happiness Patrol TARDIS from the 7th Doctor's era, and particularly interesting for me, and I'm hoping they don't somehow screw it up, but a white TARDIS from the Mind Robber black and white story of Patrick Troughton's 2nd Doctor, and I think that's great. We're really sort of deviating into some additional design options. I know they're going to be reused designs probably, but we'll see, because I don't think we've seen I'm just double checking mentally, but I don't think we've got a sort of 5th, 6th Doctor TARDIS, 7th Doctor exterior TARDIS that could be used as the pink one. So if we are getting a new model for the pink one, we'll probably get a new model for the actual that actual shell as well. I'm going to turn this over now, because I have been getting a little bit anxious, thinking it's going to fall. And I also keep thinking, there's a song going through my head as I look at it from the Book of Mormon, if you've seen that musical, about having the golden plates, but I'm not going to go there. It's just coming to me now. So this has been my first look at the Master Replicas pretty hefty Doctor Who Dalek Warship Saucer that they've just released. It's been a long time coming, and I'm very excited to finally see it. Are you picking this up? Have you got it on pre-order? Has it dropped today? Have you managed to get it? What do you think of it, if so? Is this now something you're thinking you might want to pick up? Or do you think, what an absolute shambles, I'm not getting that? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be really, really interested. And whilst you're there, it would be great if you could like the video. And additionally, I know everyone says it, but we all mean it, if you could really just click that subscribe button. It's such an appreciated act for us sort of small channel creators. It really helps boost us, and I am really trying to get to my next subscriber milestone, so it would make an absolute world of difference to me. And of course it's completely free. There's nothing to pay, there's no hidden costs, which in this day and age frankly is a miracle. Thank you so much for sticking with me for the last 13 or so minutes. I have been the Triple TC, that is the time travelling toy collector. You've been a lovely audience, and this has been the Master Replicas Doctor Who Dalek Saucer Warship, as originally seen in Parting of the Ways, and then seen pretty frequently thereafter. And I'm looking forward to one day seeing it again. Take care, and just remains for me to say that a thing of beauty really is a toy forever. And before I go, I'm just going to show you what it looks like next to our resident 15th Doctor character options, just to give you a sense of the scale of it. It doesn't obviously scale with anything in the character options line, or for that matter other Master Replica slash Eagle Moss and Hero Collector, because it couldn't. It would be such a massive model. But I just suddenly thought, actually, I can already hear the comments saying, can you please, it's a shame you didn't do it with to give us a sense of scale with the figures. We saw the box, we want to know what this looks like. Hopefully that's helpful. As I say, you take care, and I will see you in a future, or indeed a past video. Bye bye for now.